When we think about education of a person, you get part of it in the classroom, in high school, or maybe at university level. But in reality, think where you learn the most. You learn the most down where you're solving problems, dealing with those knotty issues in society.
The Flint water crisis had a huge effect on everybody that lives in Flint. It scared kids, it scared entire families.
Our education system does not teach young people how to work. So we had the idea for connecting the dots between two major issues.
In the U.S., there is an affordable housing crisis. Here in Charlotte, North Carolina, what we've seen is housing costs increasing by over 10% in the last year, and wages really have remained stagnant. The demand for housing is really outstripping the supply.
When we have disaster strikes like what we're seeing right now, this is a very long crisis, and most people don't recognize that. When something happens, like what's happening real time in Houston, there's a call to action. People see this playing out on television, and so they immediately think they want to help. And then what happens is that recovery actually lasts for years.
We have great divides in America. We live in different neighborhoods, we watch different television, we eat different foods, we don't interact like we think we do. What we need to do is give people a common experience, a common sense of contribution, and a common sense of responsibility to other Americans. Over the past few decades, we've come to equate service with military service. In reality, service is much broader: education, healthcare, conservation. The goal of the Service Year Alliance is to give every young American the opportunity to do a year of paid national service, so that when a young person's growing up, they don't wonder if I'll serve, they wonder where I'll serve.
Home to me is much more than four walls and a roof. Because to me that's a house. So I try to build homes where you have Christmas and where you have birthdays, where you come home soaking wet on a rainy day, those kinds of things. That's home.
You don't hear the story enough about the people in this Flint community that really make the community a better place to live. The people that are working hard on a local level in their neighborhoods.
It's not just about planting in the dirt, they're actually doing something with their hands. And then next thing you know, you're connected to more people and you're learning all these skills that you thought you could never learn. Because these skills aren't really put towards us in our environments.
We believe that forming capable professionals is a top priority, but along with that, teaching them how to be effective citizens. Service year is something that should be part of every institution, where students have opportunities to really contribute and feel a sense of accomplishment.
I think a year of service would go a long way toward creating a common bond. There's thousands of people involved in these programs, deciding their own fate and putting their own ideas and energy into these new pursuits and saving lives as we go.
Never would I thought in the future that I would be teaching people how to recycle or teaching people about how to be energy efficient. I don't even look at things the same anymore. I'm learning that everything really matters.
I think in 30 years, we'll be a different place. We'll still have political differences, we'll still argue on specific issues, but we'll argue from a different place. We'll argue from a place that we have a shared sense of where America needs to go, what America needs to be, and what being an American really means.